Hey, you. Welcome to the Christian Life Coaching Podcast for weight loss. I'm so excited that you are here. Hey, you, and welcome to the podcast. So I'm going to share something a little bit different with you today on the podcast. You see, God has made it very clear to me that I don't do a good job, enough of a good job of helping people to fully understand what it is that I do and the impact I'm having on people's lives. And I say I'm having an impact, but it's really, I'm just a bridge, right? I get them from where they're stuck to where they want to be. And I help them to see that along the way that it's not about me, it's about what I'm showing them and what I'm teaching them so that they can appropriate their faith. And so one of the things that I do that I offer a lot of my clients is I offer something called proximity coaching. So you can do proximity coaching with me without, being a client in the Seeker's Method, or you can do proximity coaching with me as an upgrade if you are doing coaching with me in the Seeker's Method. And proximity coaching is where I help you to step into what you are meant to do, to help you to get unstuck. And so what I'm going to be sharing with you today is an excerpt from a clip, an approved clip. I should say it's an excerpt from a message that a client sent to me. So let me set up the stage for you. This client has been working with me for the last, I feel like it's been about 3 or 4 months now. She's been in the Seeker's Method, the personal journey, right? And she, along with a multitude of other women who have enrolled in the personal journey version of the Seeker's Method, have been blown away at the fact that for $147, a one-time fee of $147, they get such close access to me. Because while she was in the program, every time she was having a struggle or a difficulty or needing encouragement or needing somebody to hold her accountable, she would send a message in the Teachable app, which is where I hold the Seeker's Method, the personal journey. She would put a message in there and it would come right to my phone, and immediately I would sit down and I would respond to her and pour into her and help her to see what she couldn't see and show her spiritual blind spots and help her to get unstuck physically and emotionally. And, did I say spiritually, physically, and emotionally get unstuck? And this client did amazingly well. And so when she was all done going through the program, she came to me and she said, Sherry, I feel like I need a little bit more. I want to go back through the program, but I need a little bit more. And so I offered her the opportunity of doing proximity coaching with me for 1 month. And so for 1 month, she and I started working together via an app called Voxer. So what that means is she has 30 days to just squeeze everything out of me as much as possible so she can get unstuck. And so for the last 30 days, she and I have been working closely together, and she's been sending me messages saying, how do I handle this? And what do I do here? And my family's going to have this, and my son chose lasagna for the dinner. And I'm concerned that I'm going to really reason and justify it. And I would give her tips like, okay, here's what you're going to do. Let's make a lasagna for you that you can eat, right? And I would come alongside her and help her. And we do it via Voxer because it enables us to not have 1-hour calls every week, which, some of my clients like that. But it gives her the opportunity to have a Christian life coach for weight loss in her pocket. And I come alongside her and I help her and I meet her where she is. And so what I'm sharing with you today is a completely unprompted message that she sent to me via Voxer. Again, she went through the Seeker's Method, through the personal journey, and then afterwards she did a month of proximity with me. This is a message she sent to me via Voxer during our proximity time together. I was blown away with this, and I even sent her a message and I asked her, can I please rip out the audio of that and share it as a testimonial? Because I believe there's somebody listening to this. You've been thinking about joining the Seeker's Method. You've been wanting to work with me, but you've been looking for a sign. Does it really work? Can she really help me? Can she really help me to get out of my way? I feel like I'm too much of a lost cause, whatever it is. If you need help in any way, when you work with me, I help you. I help you to pick that right meal plan. I help you to know what to eat, when, where, why, and how. I help you to build your spiritual trust and override all of your thoughts and feelings to discover real Christian tools against your temptation and weakness. I help you to just identify what you need to be doing on a daily and weekly basis so that you can quit quitting. Proximity coaching is just the thing that many of my clients need. Now, I want you to know the audio on this is a little bit spotty, but that's okay. That's not what this is about, right? I'm not in this for the sound engineering. I'm in this to deliver the message that God has placed on my heart to meet you where you are. All right, so now I'm going to let you listen to this. And if you are interested in proximity coaching with me or working with me one-on-one as a Christian life coach for your Christian life in any area or privately for weight loss, there's a link in the show notes. I encourage you to get a hold of me. And if you're also interested in joining the personal journey, right now I'm offering it to you. And there's a link in the show notes. Get in the personal journey. Go through it. If it can change this client's life and so many others, I mean, I could share with you testimony after testimony after testimony of women who keep sending me messages. But instead, I'm supporting all of these clients. I don't have time to just keep putting all their testimonies together. But this one was so good that I couldn't not share it with you. Get in the Seekers Method. There's a link in the show notes. If you want to get into proximity coaching or Christian life coaching with me, there are links for you in the show notes. All right, on to this testimonial.
You know what's amazing about being on this program and actually sticking to a meal plan for 3.5 months now? I've been on this meal plan, this Whole30, with, a little sloppily, but not really. And even though, I felt at times that I have eaten a few too many bars or something like that, I've, for the most part, stayed true to the plan and haven't veered. And I don't know if I've lost any more weight since the last time I weighed, because I haven't weighed in a couple of weeks, but my clothes are getting looser and looser, and things that I couldn't wear a week ago fit me this week. So I know that it's working physically, but I know that it's working spiritually, because before I did not have the strength to stay with anything long enough to see results without quitting. And I know that the resolve in my heart, in my mind, in my spirit to see this through and to really grow and not be mastered by my weight and the food any longer has just empowered me to keep going. And I really am seeing results. So that's exciting to me, because I've done some things. I had one time where I stayed with a eating plan for 6 months, and I lost all my weight. I was down very thin, but I didn't do it with any spiritual growth in mind. And correlate, in between, you just change the food, but you don't change your heart. And so I fell back into the habits. And that's been about 5 years ago, I believe, 5 or 6 years ago that I did that. And it's been since then that I haven't. So I just feel like this is just so much different. And even though, yes, I feel like, I have a little slip-ups here and there, but it's nothing like my slip-ups used to be. And it's nothing like going off the rails and just forgetting the whole thing. Or I just don't even have those thoughts anymore. It just doesn't even occur to me. So I don't know. I'm on my lunch hour, and I'm just out my car praying and listening to a podcast and just thinking how successful I have been in the spirit. And it's nothing of me. It's only what God's doing in me. But it is the disciplines, and it is the prepping and the planning and the praying, and really marrying all of it together so that it's just a full program, spirit, soul, and body. So anyway, thank you for all of your help and your coaching and your program. It's amazing.